What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You know what it is. Welcome to the strip. Welcome to the app. Welcome to the shop. Coffee Talk app. It's your boy Big Dean. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? For the past couple of days, I've just been giving you footage of the other things that the channel is going to start. It's in the description of the very first video and of the channel itself. But there's all sorts of things that need to be uncovered and talked about and displayed and put on display for our children and family other than the goofy stuff. So as you can see in some of the videos, I'm at the circus, I'm going to the zoo, I'm doing everything. We're doing everything. This is a family channel. So I know a lot of you see me giving dialogue a lot of the time, but that's because I'm Big Dean. So I got to keep y'all on point. I got to keep y'all in check, and I got to keep y'all informed. But anyway, let's jump right into this shit. You know what that. Shout out to Big Coolin' and the crew. Shout out to Mr. Skinny. Y'all know what it is. Jump over there. Get you some beard oil. Y'all niggas walking around this bitch. Goddamn nappy cat asses. Get y'all shit together over there, Mr. Skinny. Get you some beard oil. Take care of yourself. Jump over there. Get you some merchandise from crew. You might want to get you some fancy little sublimation socks or a nice little t-shirt. Shout out to T3 Polar Bear. Go over there and get you some merch. Shout out to Star and the Star Report. Shout out to Urban X Podcast. Black Dot and Malcolm doing a 1, 2, 3. Shout out to Miss 504. Great recovery and standing up on your own. That's what I'm talking about. This what platforms is made for. And a middle finger to all y'all out there who got them phony ass platforms that all y'all want to do is sit there and argue with each other because y'all have no intellect and nothing else to fucking talk about and nothing going on in your real world to where you can sit down with a man and have a real conversation about building because you can't build, he can't build. With that being said, man, let me get off into this topic because, man, look. Well, I'll be. Give me 1 second to go ahead and relight my finely rolled cigar. I'm back. Oh. Before I go into the topic, also, I want to give a special shout out to all my subscribers, new, old, and existing. All my supporters, new, old, and continual. Y'all know what it is, man. We here to stay. We building, but we building in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because if you build a building in the right way, the odds of it falling down or being damaged by BS is almost little to none. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have to wear itself out and fall down in time. And them type of buildings and relationships over here on Coffee Talk app that we trying to build. So join in, link in, share this. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So the topic, or should I say the talking point, is we are the consumers of our own demise. Now, I would like to let everybody know that when I say we, I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about people. Because, see, I didn't grow up around just black people the same way a lot of you didn't. And the other races you grew up around, if they were racist, it was in their home. And you didn't know it because you grew up with their children. So it's time to quit riding that horse. So what I'm saying is we are the consumers of our own demise. This is what I'm saying. We as people that are trying to get ahead, trying to accumulate some generational wealth or at least some financial stability, period. But we can't stop consuming and we don't want to be accountable. And I'm going strictly right here at all of the young or new or existing or old or whoever you are that's a content creator that complains about this and that or point fingers at him or her. Example, Kevin Samuels just passed away. I see a lot of people talking about it. I see a lot of people jumping on it and a lot of people giving their dialogue. But I see a lot of incorrect dialogue and a lot of incorrect posturing because we supposed to be standing on what the fuck we stand on. This nigga talked shit and talks down on black women. He's a pussy and he's dead now. Goodbye. One less nigga in the fucking way. No disrespect to his family and friends, though. but all the disrespect for the man who's accountable for his own actions. You hear what I'm saying? I'm not from the crew that we applaud the murderer. Only if it was self-defense. I'm not from the crew where we applaud the biggest dope boy on the block, especially if he ain't feeding nobody but his own self and his own household. Accountability. We're consuming our own demise. A lot of us are trying to grow channels. I see a lot of channels that like to talk that, or they're big. I'm a big channel. I got this many numbers and don't be past 10,000. I'm not nowhere near that. So somebody might say, well, how you got room to talk? Because everybody got room to talk when you participating. And I'm participating. So I'm going to sit here and tell it. I see more panels sitting here arguing with each other over nonsense ass bullshit knowledge that they have no clue of themselves. But here and here want to sprinkle in tidbits of what they would consider to be positive information. Talking about what we should be doing for the community. What we should be doing is, it is no fucking reason why we can't be on YouTube and build our own home schools. There's enough of us. There's enough educated men and women on here so we can put together a curriculum and run a homeschool our own selves. But ain't none of y'all sitting around talking about that shit, is y'all? Y'all sitting around talking about what Elon Musk is doing. But ain't none of y'all goofy ass niggas sitting around trying to design an electric car, huh? Knowing that this is about to be the next wave. You hear me? You rather go back and forth with each other over bullshit, telling each other how manly you is, sounding like two dog ass bitches in heat. Your nuts bigger than his because you yelling louder than him? Niggas on this bitch arguing with women. I'm talking about arguing emotionally with women, to where the women them got out and you sound like a goddamn weeping ass willow. You got these little foreign ass clowns running around this bitch doxing and doing all this goofy shit. What type of pussy shit is that? What the fuck you want to know about a nigga's info for? You can't do shit with it. Most of y'all niggas ain't gonna pull up and do shit, bust a grape, or step on shit. We consuming our own demise. Why is it demising? Because everything I just stated was negative and to the minus of progression. If you want to do better, start to do better. Open the panel and talk about all these little... Open the panel, all y'all ladies that sit there and go back and forth with each other. All y'all ladies sitting there bashing men because you ain't got no man in your household because you ain't shit. It ain't the men's fault. And let y'all call it, men approach anything, right? Let y'all call it, a man to lay down with anything, right? Let y'all call it, a man to stick his wood in anything, right? But why the fuck is some of y'all so fucking homeless, weak, and single? But that's a horse of a different color. We'll get to that. We sticking on this right here, which is your consumption being your demise. Why y'all women ain't sitting there coming up with a strategy to feed the kids and clothe the kids? Huh? All y'all niggas sitting around talking about what the government doing, who got their fucking knee in y'all neck. Why y'all niggas ain't put 2s and 3s and 4s together and built some shit? See, y'all sitting around consuming so much bullshit that when you open your mouth, the only thing you can do is regurgitate and spew up the bullshit that you're full of. Why aren't you on here teaching computer literacy? I see the dude Kwame always on here talk about coding and all this other shit. Where's your fucking channel that's teaching coding? Why haven't you gathered some coders and put a video out or a tutorial about coding? A parental video that's life coaching to parents to influence coding. Because you guys don't have no fucking ideas. If I sound a little irate and a little beside myself and a little bothered, or aggravated? It's because I am. Because when I cruise through the YouTube streets, which should be our next level of people being able to, now that you're free, a little more free thinking, this is space and room for you guys to express all of what you thought you was. YouTube is a clear display to show y'all what the fuck y'all ain't. You hear me? You're not teaching nothing. You're not talking about nothing. You're not helping nothing. But want to complain. Want a bitch moan and groan. Then you got the niggas and women who hate on the people that is becoming successful and want to tell y'all their success story. But you got the haters. Y'all know what it is. I'm on that coffee. You already know what it is. And this right here is, I want to say Starbucks Sienna, something like that. I don't even feel like going. Hey, y'all know what I do. Coffee and coffee. Ooh. But yeah, look. So why aren't we doing that? Why do y'all hate on the ones who become? So it's almost like you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. See, because as long as you broke and poor and sitting around talking about your goddamn problems, like bodies is loving you. The minute you start to move ahead, reposition yourself, put yourself in a positive position, put more finances in your pocket, start to display that man. Oh, it all go to shit, and then you become a weak little pussy. And you give up because you're scared to lose your friends. Oh, I'm scared to lose my homeboys. Oh, they gonna talk about I ain't shit or I'm changing because I ain't around no more. I'm not paying attention to damn. I shouldn't be around because if around me, then we in the same place every day. I don't want to be like that. You hear me? Women hating on women that want to cover up and present themselves at maximum sexy. See, what women don't know is, because real men ain't talking about it. Maximum sexy is women in uniforms and covered up, but it's still so fucking sexy, it leaves you to desire what's under that. See, the other ones complain that they get treated like shit. And then they say, well, I should be allowed to dress like I want to. You should be. But there is something that's called cause and effect. And it's not a male or a female situation. It's a cause and effect. When you present it with shit, you might attract shit or toilet paper. You hear me? So no matter how, I'm trying to be sexy. No matter how much you try to use that, you're only going to attract what's looking for something that looks like you, whether he or whatever or understands that it's deeper than just what's on the outside. It's a human nature. It's human nature. So you want a man to be manly or you don't want him to be manly? You want him to approach you or you don't want him to approach you? You want him to be aggressive or you don't want him to be aggressive? You feel where I'm going with this? We're the consumers of our own demise. We consuming bullshit, so we have no other choice but to regurgitate and project the bullshit because we don't want to sit and discipline ourselves to take in right knowledge, to stand on 2 feet and walk right direction so that we can produce right, you hear me? Right repercussions, right solutions, right decision making. It's on us. You don't got to click on the bullshit. I watch some of the bullshit too, but I don't practice it. See, because you do have to learn the enemy. You know what I'm saying? You operating in a world of war where ops is everywhere. And it's hard for you to recognize them because you don't have any sight. And you can't gain sight because you continuously want to consume bullshit and complain and target people jump at people. I watch panels go at other panels that's way more successful. The numbers is not what's being looked at. It's what's accumulating within the channel. This channel has merch. This channel has a constant flow of watchers. It may not be as large as others, but others got a bunch of cussing and nothing and no merch and nothing to offer their subscribers. You figure we learned from all the years of indoctrination and all the copycat shit that y'all like to do. Ponzi scheme and pyramid scheme and all this shit. Ain't then one of y'all tried to figure out syndication. Programming syndication. It's enough gems for y'all in one video. I was missing y'all. I haven't been here for a couple of days. You know, we can do the family stuff. I'll be in another whole zone. My family take over, consume me, and that's really all that count. But I have to come back to y'all and give y'all the tidbits of information that's been gathered along the travels, because that's what it's all about. Building. Getting ahead, moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? Living life. Instead of dying to live. It's a shame that a lot of y'all ain't even gonna get this message. And those who do, it's gonna be so ignorant that they'll produce any thought in their head to try to disrupt the message or to disrupt what was said, instead of just taking accountability and saying that, hey, I'm not turning to the channels that I should be, or I'm not picking up the books that I should, or I'm not being around the people that I should to maximize what I claim my worth is. But y'all know how it go. Like, comment, share, jump down in the comments. This channel is about dialogue. See, we can't make no solutions if we don't conversate. I mean, have conversations. My bad. I make mistakes like the rest of you. Jump in the Discord. Join. Coffee Talk app. Big Dean. It's been a blast, and I'll be right back because I ain't finished talking. Y'all know it. I ain't finished talking. Plus, I got to relight my fancy rose cigar. This shit be tripping me out, man. Get to, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is. You get to talking, your cigar go out. You got to keep lighting it. And unfortunately, my lighter's not right here, so I got to keep running to the stove because I'm too lazy to run upstairs and get the lighter. But anyway, that's Big Dean. Enough talk about me. I'll be right back.